It's opening weekend in Kentucky once again. Our team has returned to Salt River Outfitters with their bows in hand and are excited to see what this weekend has to offer. One great aspect of being here during early season is velvet deer. And when the deer are in velvet, it adds to the uniqueness and character of the antlers. As the crew settle in and get their gear ready, let's check out the Yamaha Side-by-Sides that Steve Nessl brought along for their stay.
I got to come up from my home and from Yamaha HQ down in Marietta, Georgia, and Wade and I talked about what do we want to bring, side-by-sides for sure, but what do we want to hunt out of? We've got a crew up here, it's not a big one, but I thought let's bring the Viking and the Wolverine X4 in case we need to be moving people around and working stands, which we did. And to be able to park the trucks behind the house and just take these things quickly to and from the stands, to get in and out, to get across that creek or through some rocky sections without bouncing around in a truck at 5 miles an hour when you can hit them at 10 to 20 in a UTV is, well, it's comforting. And that's really what we're trying to do is to put them in use, talk about them in season for sure, but the beauty of these machines really lies outside of season when you're prepping, you're running cameras, or you're setting up cameras, or you're running tree stands, and you're scouting, and just working the game and the land post and pre-season all year long. These things are not meant to be a 3-month wonder. You don't just use them to get to and from the stands and put your harvest in the back. They're really intended to put your truck behind the barn or behind the house and beat on them because they're more apt and willing to take that abuse. One, because we build them durable and reliable, but two, because that's the actual intent for them existing, is that so you can use them, you can beat on them, and that you can trust they're always going to get the job done.
We're getting right to the action this evening and joining Steve at a swamp stand he hunted last year. Located several hundred yards away from camp, this stand shows promise with the most daytime shooters coming to the camera, and Steve is hoping one of these deer will emerge and present the perfect shot opportunity.
We get a cool velvet buck that's actually in the stages of shedding its velvet in real time, right there, right in front of us, probably as we get to be about 6, 7 o'clock that night. This deer is super cool looking. I mean, I have my bow in my lap, and he's there probably 15, 20 minutes, and I'm looking at Jeff, and I'm thinking, he's like a hybrid. He's a half velvet, half hardhorn deer, and I know I have the green light on this deer if I want to take it, but we also know there's bigger deer in the area. So I'm looking at Jeff, and he's looking at me, and he's probably thinking, what is Nessl doing? Oh no, what's he gonna do? But eventually he circles around, he's kind of pushing some does, just doing what deer do. And I look at Jeff and I said, if he's around for a long time and it's getting late and he gives us a shot, there's a good chance we're gonna do this. But it never happened. It just never came to be because that deer, for whatever reason, had enough with that food plot, had enough with that setup, and he walked straight out of our lives to the left. But at the end of the day, it was for the best because things started to get pretty interesting pretty quick. Moving off to my left, and it's not a velvet deer, but it's a big hard-horned buck, and it's right on the edge, and I can't see it very well. And Jeff's looking at it, he's got it. He's got good footage of that deer. It's down off just right on the tree line, right on the edge, and it's feeding, and he's on it, and then here comes the deer I saw.
See? Did you see? Right.
I don't know. I'm a little concerned about what the arrow did when it hit him. I know it hit him.
Yeah.
It might be low. I wish I felt better about it. I think we'll do it in a minute. We will give it a minute, but then we're gonna go check that arrow out. And we'll probably watch the video. Now I'm gonna cross my fingers and toes. And looks like we gotta pass through. I am better now, don't you? I feel better. I feel a lot better. Yeah. We're still gonna do exactly what I just said, though. We're gonna walk straight out of here. I think it still felt low. I'm just hoping we did enough damage. The rage is deployed, and yeah, I feel better. So, sticking to the plan. If he's bedded and he's not done, we're not gonna push him.
All right, so after giving the deer some more time, the crew drove down in the Yamaha Side-by-Sides to start tracking Steve's buck.
Yeah, I did see him he took a couple steps and then jumped. Right down through there. He crossed through this brush right here.
Here. Here. Here.
Here. Oh!
Get in there, dude.
Buddy. Oh my goodness. Look at
I was
you.
like, surely because I shined up there.
Oh.
Look at that buck there, buddy.
Oh, sorry, dude.
What a deer. I love it. Man, look how heavy that deer is.
That is incredible. I have to admit, I did not know he was that thick. What a stud. What a stud. I am really happy I did you right, dude. Wow. You know, when I said we'd come back after last year, we had some, that was tough hunting, but immediately wanted to come back, and this is the reason why. A chance at a Kentucky buck like this, early season. We're a little later, you see the remnants of the velvet. It doesn't matter, velvet or no, he is a stud. And he didn't go very far at all. I probably watched him take his last few steps from the stand, but I just was not sure of myself. Never really am. But I did a good job. We did a good job today, Jeff, as hunters in a really, really cool spot. And lucky for us, this guy gave us an opportunity. What a monster. What a monster. We got this velvet coming off right here. We gotta kind of, we don't have to preserve it. We just gotta make sure we don't rip it while we get him out of here. And just everything about this hunt. We knew it would be a good spot. I was afraid we were gonna get busted, and the wind and.
Congratulations, Steve, on an incredible memory and for bringing home such a unique buck.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. With a compact chassis perfect for exploring tight technical terrain. An ultra-quiet and smooth 850 class twin-cylinder engine. And next-level versatility with a 600-pound dumping cargo bed. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.